walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space. It's Payne. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back.
Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Touchdown, TCU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hart. Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Across the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive comes from the 27. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
got it in the middle. It's Lacey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He's looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Reads it, fires complete. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Baker. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with a catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Plucks it out of the air. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes. when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but...
Oh, it's a fumble! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hart. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making play.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
To the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab behind the line. It's Baker. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but
makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, TCU. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Hart. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. Inside his own 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over, jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. He wants it all. He's got the tight end.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Aggies. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback, obeying the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Baker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off-play action. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep...
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On the ground, it's Payne. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. Rita. Lion. Flair.
Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Almost. Get all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4th. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. Down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Complete to start this drive. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Try to get it to the edge. And some room to work. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth,
he's taking the shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Grab near the marker. It's Baker. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Shoots it to the left. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof of this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down.
29 Philly.
Looking to pass. It's Hart. It's complete on the right side. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
6-9-1. Gators score.
Quarterback may change this route.
Gaucho.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense was a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Owens. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tempo in overdrive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They get to him as he throws. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to keep it in the air. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Green. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Finds his man. It's Owens. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot. Continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Hit as he throws. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll run this play from the pistol. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that